you're new to my channel, head down that way, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, get notifications when I'm live and I post videos, and so on and so forth. And don't forget to like my videos and share them with your quilty friends, as well as comment if you're watching the replays. So, today we're on the long arm, as you can tell, in the garage because of the crack above my head. I have a headache and my hair is a disaster and I feel like poop, but guess what? I'm still going to work. Why? Because I just need to get some stuff done. So today is, I'm quilting on the long arm client quilt, and it's just custom, but I'm lightly quilting it. I'm not going to heavily, densely quilt this thing to death like I usually do. This is lightly being quilted. For those that are new to my channel and don't know, I quilt on a King Quilter 2 Elite Special Edition machine. That's 18-inch on a 12-foot frame. So I have plenty of room to do king size, but this is a little quilt. So it's just a little bit, and it's like 49 by 50 something or 50 something by 60. I don't know. It's not very big. Anyway, hi Jill. Hi Rachel. So, it's a mostly batik quilt that I'm doing here. It looks like it has, it's got some calf facet fabric in it, and it's mostly batiks the rest of the way around. You'll see when I turn the camera around. So yeah, and I had to do some pre-markings before going live. I had to center out the quilt, and I'll show you what I mean by that. I drew with some white chalk to center out because they're not equal, so I'm just going to work from the center out both ways to equal out my lines, and wherever they end kind of thing. Hi Diana, hi Nancy, hi Penny. I can't really fully see the comments.
Judy and Rachel.
Scott can.
Say hi Judy and Rachel.
Hi Judy and Rachel. I already said Judy and Rachel in the beginning.
You sure?
Yeah. Anyway,
okay.
I'm going to turn the camera around. Scott's reading the comments for me, and let's see how this goes. Right there. Bam. So the quilt that I'm working on, you can see got some, I think it's pronounced cafe facet. You know, I always mess that up. Cafe, whatever. You guys know what I mean. On the outside, but the rest of it is mostly batiks, as you can see. It's very, very beautiful. It's got stars in the corner, which the center also has stars, and then it has pieced borders and lots of more stars, pieced borders, so on and so forth, all the way down. It is just slightly longer than it is wide. Again, you can see right here is my chalk mark for center, so that I can work with my rulers, which are, today I'm going to be working with this one, the Westerly 6-inch spiral, and I'm just doing slight work, not a lot of work, just slightly working with these rulers to create something so that it is not heavy quilting at all and easy stuff. So I'm going to start right here in the corner. I do have my ruler.
Michelle Morris says hi.
Hello, Michelle. I am going to start here in the corner and get this done and out of the way. So I'm going to just bring up my bobbin thread right here, and I'm going to stitch in the ditch around this block and then fill in the block with some dot to dot, which is pretty much, you'll see, it's very simple to do. Actually, we'll bring out a ruler so that you guys can see how it's done with a ruler.
Jill is working on some scrappy quilt as you go squares while watching you.
We're just going to pull this one out. No, we're going to pull the other one out. We're going to go like this one because it's smaller. Anyway, so I'm going to stitch in the ditch around this block first and then go from there. And I'm stitching at 10 stitches per inch. The thread is purple, which matches the quilt perfectly. Stop right here, go up. And I dimmed the lights so that you guys can see the lights on the machine, so that you guys can see this easier. So there is stitched in the ditch. Hello, Teresa. I know I didn't give you guys much of a warning today for my live stream, but that's because I'm going to have more than one live stream today because it's Saturday and Maxine will be here later between 5:30 and 6, but we have to set the room up in the machine, so that will take a few minutes, but we'll try to give you guys a half an hour to hour warning before that video, hopefully. All right.
It says it's so awesome that I can see your stitches now. Yeah, it's amazing, huh?
So I am going to use this little arc ruler right here, just because we're going to try to keep this nice this whole entire time. And I'm going to use this arc to create an arc from here to here, here to here, here to here, here to here, back and forth, all the way around this whole entire
Jessica
block.
says hello. Beautiful
Hello.
quilt.
Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. So I'm just going to pretty much...
Awesome, Nancy. Nancy wants to let everyone know she's cancer-free after surgery.
And I should have just done this freehand.
Amazing. Good to hear.
I'm like totally going to mess this up. This little tiny dinky ball ruler here. Sucks. Sucks, but I'm going to use it. I should just go without it. Oh well. And yes, I'm going at the edge of the quilt. The binding may or may not be in the way when it finally gets bound, when it's finished. And my little clamp is in the way.
You want me to move your plate?
Nope.
Well, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help.
So I'm going around the whole entire block first. And now I'm going to stitch in the ditch down and fill in the rest of the block now. As best as I can. All the way around this whole entire thing. Just go this way. Not perfect, but whatever.
It looks really good. I can actually see it on the tablet. I don't have to stand and look over your shoulder to see it all. Did you get all the bobbin files?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just going around this whole entire thing with this, just like this. I'm going to stop in this corner and let's see, is it big enough? It is big enough. We're going to do inside the block now, and I'll end up coming right back to this corner again.
I'm searching. Are you searching?
No.
The tablet's already lost.
Okay, I got to stop right here because my clamp is in the way. The clamps kind of get in the way sometimes with quilting. It's very, very, very annoying. Oops, going this way now. I'm so slow when my head hurts, let me tell you.
Okay, honey, take your time.
I am taking my time.
Brand new internet and tablet's crap down. It's still on.
Yep,
Okay.
it's still on.
Tablet's not on at all. Can I go out and come back in?
Yeah,
YouTube.
yep.
I don't know how to close it completely. Do I hold the button down?
Give me 2 seconds. I gotta help Scott with this tablet. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Okay, I know how to do it from there. I'm good. I'm good.
cool part about this little ruler is it's easily maneuverable.
Hi, Pat. Pat says just joining in, catching up from beginning of the live.
And one more. So this one is now done. So now I'm just gonna continue taking that stitch back down. And now I'm gonna follow this seam all the way across the whole entire quilt. And all that ruler plate always lessens the amount of tension on my thing. So I'm just gonna stitch in the ditch all the way down. And I tend to try to pull threads when I see them, even on client quilts, my own and everything, while I'm up front here. That way nothing gets tangled or something. And as I've told you guys before, I'm not perfect at stitching the ditch. You'd think I would be by now, but I totally am not.
June says hi.
Hi, June.
Nancy says thanks to everyone. She's happy with the prognosis after seeing the surgeon yesterday, and I see him in 6 months, and an ultrasound and chest x-ray. Now I can sleep and sew.
Congratulations.
Hi, Lisa. Lisa loves that she can see the quilt.
This is a client quilt for anybody that's joining. It's nothing I made. I am just the quilter in this one.
Hi, Kim. Kim says hi.
Hello, Kim.
Sorry she's late. It's okay, Kim.
I didn't give a notification, really, that I was coming on in advance, so...
She's going to go in later with Maxine, hopefully, and we'll try and do a half-an-hour notification then.
I'm just trying to get stuff done. I have a headache and I'm trying to work with it. While I'm working, just try to get things done.
Kim is having phone calls. Hi, Heather. Hi, from Queensland.
Hello. Come on. Some of this is probably going to get covered with binding, but I'm stitching it anyway.
Lisa says cafe fabrics.
Yep. And mixed with batiks. Now I need to, where is it? Right there.
You called it, Lisa.
Stitch down to right here and start the rest. So I'm just going to go the opposite way of what I was going on the other side. Just using this little dink ball ruler.
You're quick with that little ruler, though.
As long as you have like a plan of attack and know where you're going, it helps.
Heather. Those look like the cafe fabrics I have.
Yep.
Maybe Lisa has the same ones too, because she's the one that knew it.
I'm pretty sure we all know what fabrics these are. I didn't really have to do this with a ruler, but because it's a client quilt, I'm just doing it with a ruler. That way it's a little bit more better. More better. Is that a word?
Hi, Francesca.
That's
She's
my word.
She's setting up her long arm and listening. Beautiful.
Hello, everybody that's joining. This is a client quilt, so I'm trying to be meticulous about it, I guess is the word for it. She didn't want heavy quilting, so I'm doing everything as light as I possibly can. I'm also working with the rulers because I definitely want everything to stay as uniform as possible since this is not my quilt. Oops. And I guess while we're right here, I might as well do these. Stopping there, grabbing my ruler, going the rest of the way down in the ditch, and then now I gotta cross the rest of the way in this ditch. Or as best of the ditch as I could possibly get. And now I'm gonna break thread because I'm going to start with my little middle design that I told you guys about. And if you see my finger in the, right here, on the side, that's because that's where my my up and down needle thing is. All right, so here's the center line that I marked, and then the ruler I chose was this one, and I'm going to be lining this up where my
Hi, Suburban. Suburban
we're going
says,
to come
"Ooh,
down
Luca's
so
got
that you
internet."
can see. I'm going to be lining it up so if my needle falls right here, I'm going to come around it, and this side will be my landing side. So I'm going to attempt to keep this as a straight line as possible, and then I'm also going to be coming from the opposite side, and that I'm going to line up where the thing lands from the about a 1/4 inch from the stitch. Well, you'll see. So I'm going to start on this side, and these rulers are completely reversible so that I could start in this little lip. And I'm going to go from center to the left, and then I'm going to come back and go center to the right. And like I said, this wasn't an equal number with the dividing it, so I'm just going with what I can. Going with what I can do, I guess, from center out. So I'm just going to line this up. Go around it. Keep my needle down. Line it up again, holding it still so that this is nice and straight along that seam, even though there is no markings on this ruler except for you can see the oval markings only. So I'm just guessing how straight it is in reality.
Internet is amazing.
Awesome. I also lowered the amount from the lights up here so you guys don't have as much glare.
This afternoon's video, when Maxine comes, we're going to be doing it in the quilt room. So that'll be our first video with the new internet in there. So we'll see how good it's going to go. The garage is right next to the box, so it should be perfect.
See, this landed right here, so I'm just going to kind of do a up to there. Bam, and that's where it's going to land. So I'm going to just tie my thread off because I'm just going to go right back to the middle, and I'm not stitching over everything a bazillion times. Again, it's not my quilt, so I don't want to have to stitch in the ditch 500 times to build a thread buildup. I'm going to come back to the center and restart over again and go the opposite way.
Jim says the color looks good. Jill says you guys can't hear me very good. I'm sorry.
He's sitting over off to the side, that's why.
Suburban says that reminds me of the purple quilt I made years ago. The top is beautiful, but I never quilted it because I have some jacked up seam intersections on the back.
So I'm going to stop right here, line up the hooky piece,
Well, what I was saying to everyone that's noticing our new internet is we haven't tested it too much in the quilt room yet. So this afternoon when she goes on with Maxine, that'll be our big test. Because they put the box in the garage.
Yeah, our box.
We would like it in the kitchen or something, so it's kind of in the middle of the house, but it's in the garage, so down here should be the best spot for internet.
So this one landed right on that seam. See, it's weird. It was a very uneven quilt. the
it's
number.
okay.
It wasn't uneven like that. I just meant the equal in numbers for the ruler and what I am attempting to do here. So now I'm going to start,
video.
and I'm going to start doing from the top, and I'm going to start this about right here. I want these to touch. So you can see I need to be, oops, let's get that camera angle so that you can see. So see the top of this arc right here? I want my next arc to be, it's kind of hard. Can you see the further away one? Yeah, you can see the further away one. I want it to be about a 1/4 inch away from that because I want them to collide and touch. So I'm going to be very, very cautious about how this goes. So I'm going to start from, I'm going to do the same as I did before, from center to the left and then come back to the center and do center to the right. So I'm going to aim this right about there.
Nancy says
so that
the
they
internet
can,
is great and the picture is clear now.
so that these two can touch when I get to the center. So let's see if it touches. Oh, look at that, right on spot. And I am totally going to have to switch hands.
Heather says everything is clear except my eyes. They're a bit blurry first thing in the morning.
So again, I'm going to line the next one up. I want them to touch when they get to the center. So I'm going to make sure that this ruler is plenty aligned. Coming to the top. Oh, and it didn't touch all the way. There we go, it touched. I'm going to stop it right there, move to the other side, and continue on.
There you go. Look at that. That's awesome.
Come right here, making sure that I'm going to touch when I get to it. Right there. Is it touching? It's touching, yay. Adjust to my other side. Doesn't seem straight to me, but it is. So again, I'm going to line that. Aim for that center, and it touched. Yay, that's what I wanted. Move my hand to the other side. And you can see, just the same as before, it had like a half of a line. So we're just going to end it right there. And then I'm just going to go back to the center again. I know I could probably stitch along that top seam, but I'm not going to.
Melissa says hi.
So I'm pretty much doing the lightest quilting possible. Like I could fill this in if I wanted to in this little section right here, or I could put feathers or something in the ovals themselves, but I am not going to because, again, my client doesn't want heavy quilting. She wants it lightly quilted.
I'll take it.
All right, so from the center, let's go back the other way now, to the right.
Jill says resist, Tiffany. Resist.
Yes, I'm attempting to this resisting of heavily quilting. So I'm gonna set, ooh, it landed right there. I'm just gonna stop it, switch hands, complete the oval. And then come down this way. Start it right there. And it's touching. Put my hand on the other side. And complete the oval. About right there. Come to the other side. And it touched. Yay! It's working. My plan of attack is working. All right. I'm in.
Oh, Nancy
touched.
says your nails are awesome, Tiffy.
Thank you. And it landed in the seam. So now I just need to tie it off and go to my next border. Because that's all I'm doing. And then the sides are marked, but I won't start quilting them. So when I say sides, these are marked down further, but I'm not going to start quilting them until my center is showing. And then I'll just have Scott do the holdy thing that we do so that I can go around those from the center.
Hi, Linda.
On
Linda
those.
says hi.
Hello.
Melissa says ruler quilting is what I need to see.
Okay, well, I'm switching away from ruler right now so I can do some spirally things in this border.
Was it yesterday or the day before you did all roller quilting on that one quilt?
So I'm gonna start, actually I need to, yeah, I'll just start right here. Right in that seam. Because I don't really know where that one is going to come out. Okay, I haven't done this one in a while, so if I screw it up, I'm sorry. So it would be, I'm trying to think real quick. So I'm coming in, creating a lip, coming around, coming out, creating a lip, coming out, coming out, creating like a kind of a feathery tip, but it's not the feather tip. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Okay.
That's awesome. I love it.
I don't know where that one's gonna land. That's why I started from about right there.
I love it.
So I'm just oppositing my direction as I go. So I'm alternating. So this one will come from the top, come under, create a lip, spin around. Top, create a lip, spin around. They're not all the same size either. But as long as they are all the same thing. Can you guys tell what I'm doing now? It's kind of cool.
It is, I like it.
And you don't have to like take it all the way back into the spiral, you know, like this far back. You just take it as far back as possible to where it stays
wonderful.
Equal. So I'm making a quick curve into that. So let's try to do this super slow so you guys can see. I'm creating a really quick curve. So it's under, over, under, over. So now I'm on over. So I'm going over, coming into a curve, creating a circle, and then quickly tipping that down. Oops, and in slow-mo, it's harder. Okay, so I created this like, I'm really sucky in slow-mo, let me tell you. So now it's under, create lip, come onto it. Over,
Teresa says that's what free motion is all about.
Under.
Says you're giving me ideas on how to do my next, or how to do my quilt next week.
Over.
Gwenny says this is an absolutely neat stitch.
Under. And now we're coming into a curve, so I kind of want this one to land somehow where I can curve out of it to go down, because this one is a full all the way around border. So I'm gonna go into it, create a curve. That one was a big one, but whatever.
Yeah, it was kind of big.
And I can get one more in there.
Whenever you need to hold it and roll it back and forth.
So I'm going to tie this one off like that, because I'm just going to pick it up from here when I continue on, when I advance the quilt. So that's that border. As you can see, very slowly I'll move. So it looks really, it's simple to do. Very, very simple. Just remember in, out, in, out. This can be done on a sit down. Actually, all this can be done on a sit down.
Well,
this is the easiest, less quilting possible that I can ever do, because you guys know me, I like to quilt things to death. And then see how I started in that seam. So if I come on this one, I can pull it out to go the correct way when I get all the way around to this side again. So now I'm going to go ahead and...
Jill says she just purchased a template similar to this stitch. She's not coordinated enough without help.
I'm going to advance the quilt just a little bit. Can you move that down?
I can move the quilt for you. You just tell me how, where, when.
Okay. So I just advanced it a little bit, and I'm going to base the two sides. This has the 100% cotton batting in it too, for those of you who probably noticed sticking out of the sides. So, and it's just cut to size. I'm gonna baste this side the rest of the way down real quick. It doesn't really need to be, it's like, it sticks to the cotton batting so well. So, which is perfect. So if I didn't baste stitch it, it would stay pretty good all on its own. I'm gonna baste this side. It's not much to baste, but I'm doing it anyway. I don't want to take any shifting chances. I want everything to stay nice and flat, which it is. It's a very flat quilt, which helps. Just make sure that when you load quilts on long arms that you press them first, because that is definitely helps with keeping things nice and flat. Okay, so now
I'll get it. You just do your thing.
I'm going to come to this border. So I didn't stitch in a ditch on this border yet, but I am going to go on this one so that I can work on these half square triangles. So I'm just coming down as far as my throat space will allow. I am going around a lot of the borders on here with a stitch. I already did the top one, but I still have to do that side right there. Oops, we're still in baste mode. I'm a retard. Duh. Precision. Switch, thank you. All right, so I'm gonna grab a ruler and stitch in the ditch around this one as best as I can, because I'm so horrible with stitching a ditch.
You are very
Like, you gotta
Stop.
adjust your rulers little by little as you're stitching in a ditch, because sometimes it's not quite straight. So I make the best of what I can with what I got.
You are
And
very
how
good.
I know how to do this.
Stop doubting yourself.
I just try to aim the needle for the ditch itself. But since my head hurts, my needle aiming and brain are not working consecutively today. I'm going to switch to a smaller ruler. Why? Because maybe it'll help my brain. Oh, look at that. Much better. Work with what makes sense to you. The littler ruler is... may have to stop and start a bazillion times, but the little ruler is a little bit better. And it's easier to hold. Oops. Again, it's not going to be perfect. Stop right here, come down. As far as my throat space will allow. Right there. And now I'm going to use this same little arc ruler, and I'm going to go around this whole entire thing. So I'm just going to do that same thing I did in those corners around this whole entire thing. If I do this one, yeah, okay. I know which way I'm going now. So now I'm just working from left or right to left instead of left to right like usual. And then I'll complete the whole entire spirally thing coming back to the outer side when I get back the other way.
June says hi.
Hello. Welcome. That one looks horrible. Oh well.
Stop. You're truly talented. I would be so confused every time I'm going. I have no idea how you keep track of which way you're going, even.
I'm just keeping...
I'd be lost. Hi, Rowena. Rowena's sorry she's late. She just got home.
Oh, it's fine. Nobody's late. I'll be on here for just a little bit.
She'll be on later tonight with Maxine. They'll be doing their Saturday thing. But Maxine had to do senior pictures today, so she couldn't come on till later.
She's doing her graduation pictures.
Yep. Graduation pictures. That's She's still a senior, either way. Senior pictures, graduation. But yes, graduation pictures. She's got to wear the cap and the gown and all. Jill agrees with me. She says you're very talented. June is loving the view. It's a great improvement.
I don't know how I did that one wrong. When I come down the other way, I'm not gonna, well, no, yes, I'm screwing that one up. I guess I'll just use the ditch to get back to where I was, because I just went the wrong way. Brain fart. Okay. Now, the way I was going.
Well, Joe, as far as I know, the graduation ceremony thing is canceled, but you can ask her this afternoon when she's on. She'll be on sometime between 5 and 6. She's coming over, and her and Tiff are going to go on together to do some more of their last week's quilt. I don't know. Is there an actual graduation this year?
I have no clue.
Yeah, they keep changing everything. The school's always changing stuff. Joe says last year they had a virtual graduation.
Yeah, I don't remember what we had last year.
I have no idea.
For the high school.
We didn't have anyone graduating last year, but this year we do, so.
This year I have a senior. No? Okay. I'm already losing myself here.
Suburban says she's listening and working on the never-ending laundry. Yes, we feel your pain. We know what that is.
Even with just one teenager, I had 4 kids. Even with just one teenager left, there's still, between me and him, there's lots of laundry. With Cyrus, there's not. I mean, with Scott, there's not, because Scott he doesn't wear a ton of different style clothing. He washes it and wears it again the next day.
Teresa says it's a design choose, not a brain fart. LOL. See?
Yes. Again, this is just a client's quilt for anybody wondering, and I'm this is my lightly quilting something. Oh, this is what it looks like when I lightly quilt.
Well, I like it.
Hello. Welcome. Just quilting a client's quilt today. Lightly quilting it with rulers. And not rulers.
Jill says laundry in her house filled with boys. She can only have girls.
Ugh, I had 2 girls. I think they had more clean laundry in the dirty laundry because they would take it, change it, and then, oh, I don't like this. And then they throw it in their dirty clothes pile like they never even wore it. What the heck are you doing, child?
Yes.
Yeah. That happened often. Or they'd wear something and then they'd go out to their friend's house, change to go to another friend's house. Like, are you kidding me?
Yes, they had laundry every other day. They had a whole load of laundry. I was like, you only have 1 day's worth of clothes you wore. How do you have so much laundry? But, yeah, so much.
This little ruler is so easy to work with because it's little and it moves easily.
Yeah, you're really flipping it around there.
Like, this is the easiest one to work with of all the arc rulers that I have.
Heather had 2 girls and 1 boy. Says the girls shared a room and it was always a mess. Yep, so was ours. Lisa says a local high school put the kids on the football field and got a huge screen set up so the parents could see or hear them from the parking lot.
That's kind of cool.
I guess.
I'm only going within my throat space for all this.
Kim says that's a neat design, Tiff. I agree.
I tend to do this one often on a lot of stuff because this is the best way to fill in tiny half square triangles. Like, seriously. Oops, I went too far.
Is this corner getting any more? Is that just going to
Yeah,
be
that's going to be on my way out to the other side.
Oh, okay.
So, which is going to happen right in a few seconds.
The other corner has more.
This is as far down as I can go after this one. So we're going to finish this little guy, and he will be
Hi, Alexis.
completed in my throat space.
Alexis says I picked up sewing at the beginning of quarantine on my mother's machine. My apartment has a tiny washing machine, and I somehow managed to wash an entire bolt of knit fabric in there.
All right, this is my last curve down here in the throat space, and now I'm just going to go around the outside all the way back to the other side.
That's cool that you did that, though. That's a good thing, huh? Instead of having nothing to do during quarantine.
Let's just go with this underside.
Kim says it had 2 girls. We lived on a farm. There was always laundry no matter what. Yep. Gwenny says my internet is really the pits today. Keep stopping and starting. I miss so much consistency in conversation. Sorry. You do know the struggle.
I know the struggle, but now I have better internet, so now...
Lisa says to Alexis, where there's pillars away. Yep. We're done.
And since I already did that area right there, I'm just going to what I did before, stitch in the ditch around it.
You didn't do these?
I know. I have a lot of thread buildup right here, and I wasn't wanting to do that, but that's okay. I'm just going to complete my throat space, which stops right here.
Now Alexis says, hi, I'm a newer subscriber because I'm trying to get into quilting, and I'm fascinated / overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Don't be overwhelmed.
It happens,
Tiff has a lot of videos.
Okay, next
And
one.
there's lots of other people out there with videos. It's always good to learn and just jump in and start.
Yes. So the next border is this tiny border. I'm not quilting in it. I'm just going to stitch in the ditch. So let's just start right here in the throat space.
Bettina's working on a quilt as you go for her husband's birthday.
Ooh, that's fun.
Oh, and Gwenny says hi to Alexis. She says Tiffany's a great channel to follow. She does so many different things and shares it all. Welcome to the channel. Well, thank you, Gwenny.
I'm always on here doing something different. Lately, I used to have at least something consistent, but I've been a lot of long arm jobs lately, so I'm trying to, work on all that.
Well, at least they get to see different stuff on each long arm.
Yep. When my clients allow it, I video doing their quilts. There have been some in the past, and I've told you guys this before. I've had clients that don't want me to film doing their quilts because they're not happy with their piecing or, things like that. So I respect their decision to not allow me to film it. So, but this lady, she says, go for it. So I do. She tells me to have fun and let my creativity shine.
You guys are awfully nice. They're all talking you up.
Thank you, everybody.
You are extremely talented, my love. These designs are so cool.
Oh man, that did not land where I wanted it, but oh well.
You guys, she drew all this on a piece of paper trying to show me and get my opinion. And on the paper, I was like, sure, I don't know. This looks good, I guess. Okay, but on the quilt, it looks outstanding.
So instead of breaking the thread completely, I'm going to tie it off right here, leave it attached, come over here, and tie off and go back the other way. And I'll come back later and clip that thread. So now I'm just going the other way now. And I do have to...
Hi, Joyce. Joyce says hi. I'm sorry she's late. It's okay, Joyce. Don't worry.
Here and back down. And now I'm just stitching the opposite way, which is my nemesis. I don't never go good back the opposite way. Trying to stay in the ditch, which is not happening very well.
Alexis says it's also very soothing to listen to. It's a bonus that my dogs are lulled by it and fall asleep. That is awesome.
I'm going so slow.
Joyce says this is a beautiful quilt. Her favorite colors.
Yes, they're my favorite colors too. As soon as she took it out of the bag and was like, here, do a purple quilt for me, I'm like, purple! Purple! Oh no! My favorite color.
Jill says salad to me. I don't know what that means.
Oops, not paying attention.
I'm confused, Jill. Oh, so okay. That's neat. I get it now. Thank Kim says bless you to me. Thank you guys.
Okay, now I'm gonna break thread right here and...
Yes, it's a very windy day outside and I have allergies.
Now I need to, within my throat space, where am I at? I need to think for 2 seconds and do this guy's right here. I don't know, I think I want to change it up right here because these are flying geese units instead of half square triangles. I'm thinking right now, guys. See, sometimes I don't even know completely what I'm going to do the whole entire... It's right there. I don't know what I'm going to do the whole entire time. You have to give me 2 seconds, though. I got to check Messenger.
No, what's the matter?
Okay.
Oh.
That's it. CJ was just talking. All right. There you go. It's back on. Okay.
Okay.
I can't do it from this screen because he'll kick me off.
Oh.
If I can even slide it out of the way. There we go. All right. Where was I? Thinking. What do I want to do here? How big is that? Nope. Is it this one? Yep. It's this one right here. Okay. We're going to do that. I'm going to advance the quilt just a little bit. So that I can have the space. Flatten this out nicely. Keeping it nice. What do I want to do in the flying geese area? See, I never made up my mind fully. Okay, so right here, I know I'm going to just do what
Well, you could come down farther on this one if you wanted.
No, I'm going
what
to
goes
wait
in there.
on that because I'm going to go all the way around equally and then hope that it continues
Oh,
on.
I meant this side.
Oh, I'm not in the center yet.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm going to do first is line this ruler up right here on the line. And I'm just going to create a really cool thing in the middle. So it should land in the corner because it's an equal to this square block. Right there. Right there.
I love these designs you got.
Like I said, she doesn't want heavy quilting, so this makes it fun. So we have just created a flower, pretty much, right there. Now what to do with the flying geese? I don't know. What do I want to do? I don't know. How about we stitch and ditch around this first? Well, I think. Anybody have any ideas?
Oh, there we go. Ideas from the audience.
Audience suggestions? Because this side of it is not flying geese. This side of it that I'm on right now is two changed colors flying geese.
There's
but
every
these
40 of you guys watching. What do you guys
two
think?
are flying geese right here. I could just outline everything. Or echo it. You know, like an echo.
Hints, suggestions, anything, anyone?
My brain.
Come on.
It's only
There's
seeing
no wrong
purple.
answer.
I'm only seeing
Put your 2 cents in.
Come on, you stupid thing. There we go.
Yep. I'm already dying again.
Okay. What do I want to do? Let's just outline the darn thing. Make it pop out.
I thought you double tapped it to close it. Didn't you double tap it to close it? I'm not connected. I have to.
You're confusing me.
It's
not the double tap. It's the double tap of that.
That's what makes it so you can close it?
Yeah.
Oh. Because I disconnected again. I have to reconnect. It keeps kicking me out. Jill says, I got templates, remember? Straight lines is all this girl knows. Heather says, echo quilting. We do have... we do not have 2 cents anymore. She says, Scott, we do not have 2 cents anymore. That's a good one.
Okay. I'm thinking in my brain. My brain is thinking. Lightly quilting, Tiffany. Lightly quilting. What can we do that's lightly quilting? I'm thinking. It's got to blend in. See, I should have pre-thought the rest of this darn thing out. I don't know.
Teresa says she has an idea, but how can I tell you? Joyce says echo. Donna says echo. Kim says echo.
Just, it's only going to be on this one. You know what I mean? Like.
Teresa has to go to the store and post office. See you later. Bye, Teresa.
Not all the way. Not all the way. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. Just in those star points for now.
Everyone else is just saying echo it. Teresa says repeat the HST design.
I don't want to. I want to do this. Mostly up. Mostly up.
Lisa says, ugh, I'm frog sewing again. At least when you're thinking, Tiff, no one smells smoke. That's funny. Oh, I like that. Like little points, triangle designs or something, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Little arrowheads. Gwenny says, I like your choice, Tiff.
Yep. I had to make a decision because I'm quilting. Like, now. Now in here, we'll just come a quarter inch away, just like that, and do the same thing on this side. We'll come down from that. Oops, I knew that was going to happen. And now, instead of stitching in that same ditch, we're going to come around the outside of it. I'll just aim it. Aim it right there. There. That's what I did there. Now what to do in the rest of it? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna break thread right here while I think.
Lenny says it is one thing to know and practice these stitches. It's totally another to know where to choose to use them. That is true.
I should be stitching around the edge of this one too. Haven't done that yet. There. So these things are only on the sides. So what I'm going to do is stitch in the ditch. Nice and slowly. Okay.
Sorry to hear that, Heather. Heather says she celebrated her birthday yesterday on my own and hubby. It was another sad birthday for me. That's
Sorry. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right, let's see. Oh, I think I want to do that same. I'm going to do 3. I want to do 3 of them. I'm going to do that same thing. I'm going to do 3. 2. That way, everything I'm doing on here blends together in some way or another. Why did I have a bubble right there? I'm totally gonna pick that. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. It's a client quilt. I definitely need to pick it. Give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm gonna start and stop my thread right here. I know another problem is that I'm hungry. Right there.
Well, my love, if you want to take a break soon, it's 2:30. We're coming on again between 5 and 6.
Okay, hold on. Let me do this side.
Oh no, do your thing. I'm just giving you updates. I don't want you to burn yourself out.
Yes.
You have many, many different things you're working on.
Come right here.
You guys remember we said she was supposed to go to Joann's this week and pick out fabric? She never even got to do that. We're going to be pushing that back till next week now because she's been so busy.
Yep.
I keep telling her where she's going to burn herself out.
Plus, I'm having valley fever issues, which are not fun. Okay, so now we're going to come down to right here and repeat the process the opposite way.
And Joyce says, glad you're feeling better.
I had a migraine yesterday, but today it's just a headache. which is pretty good. As long as it's not draining me. Oop, why does it do that? Alright.
That's a good one, Lisa. I like that. Lisa says, happy birthday to Heather. She says, close your eyes and you can hear us all singing to you.
Yes.
There you go. I like that.
Alright, now let's just, I'm going to stop it right here.
That is
Go to the
awesome.
other side and repeat that process of what's in my throat space at least, and then we'll get off of here.
I love it how you just...
So let's do this one first, the star, and then we'll repeat all that other stuff. So,
Awesome, honey.
we're going to outline the star first.
I really like your...
Ditch in a ditch, all the way around the whole star. Or at least as best as I can, stitch in a ditch.
Yes, Mary, this was done by a customer.
This
Tiff
is
is just quilting it.
This is a client's quilt. That's why I'm like trying my best to be perfect, but obviously there's no such thing. And she just gives me free rein anyway, so she says, do what you want, have fun. As long as it's not heavily quilted, that's all she cares about. Okay, so I'm gonna stop right here. We're gonna do kind of one. Okay, and then two. And then also in the stars. While I'm right here at this top, I'm gonna go around this center all the way real quick so I can get that done and out of the way. Stopping right here in this corner for a second. Grab my ruler, do the roundy thingamabobber.
Darlene says hi. Hope everyone is having a good weekend. Hi, Darlene.
Hello. And then finish off the rest of this.
Pam says, love your picture. You are not buffering. Great internet. Well, hi, Pam, and thank you.
And do this. Come back around this guy. Oops, that was too far, but we'll make it work. Totally do not want to stitch around that way. Make it easier on myself. Come on, come on. Stupid machine. Thank you.
Darlene says, I love purple. That is a beautiful quilt from what I can see.
It is a very pretty quilt. I'll show you guys the whole quilt in a minute. Did I do 2 or 3? I did 2. Take myself over here, cross over here,
colors.
cross up here, go down there, take myself down this stitch, as far as I can go, which will be right here. And now I'm going to stitch in these guys. Side. And that's within my throat space. Now to do this. I have to do this one still, huh? And that's within my throat space. So I'm going to tie it off right here, and then I'll show you guys the whole entire quilt, and I'm going to stop for now because I'm getting really hungry, which is affecting my work. You know that starving sensation that we get when we are like super time to eat? That's what I have right now. Let me move all these rulers from up here.
Hangry and angry?
Yeah. My body says, feed me. All right. And then, remember I had the snips from crossing over. Underneath I'll have a hanging bit. I'll get rid of those later. All right, so let me take this camera off the mount so you guys can see the whole quilt. Okay, and then we'll get off of here. Wow. Watch where you're going, Tiffy. Watch where you're going. So that's the whole quilt. Like I said, it's not very big.
Hi, Billy.
You can see the ghost is pushing the long arm very slowly that way.
Yep.
He's rolling. So that's what it is.
Billy says hi.
It's very, very pretty, and I'm just going to keep repeating the same stuff over and over again. I still have not chose what to do in this section right here, as well as this section, because these connect like this. So maybe I'll do something right here. I don't know. We'll
Billy
see.
says, beautiful job, Tiffany.
And then the center, I was thinking of something directly in the center with my little, let me show you rulers. With these rulers, I don't know if I want to use this one or this one, but in the center, let's see a bigger one. If you mark a center hole, you know, the center of the complete thing, and then you start these, you can create a really cool, like, flowery spiral thing, which keeps it not dense quilting. So
Lisa says, Tiffany, I'm telling you what my grandmother told me. Only one man could walk on water, and even he wasn't perfect.
So
She also said some other things, but I don't want you to continue.
you can see that's what I'm doing. And then
It says
obviously,
beautiful quilt.
here's my center mark right here. So when I get this into my throat space,
Kathy.
I will backtrack with my loop things that I'm doing with the big oval and complete that section. Same with this side. It's marked for me to do it. And then same when I get to the bottom.
Heather says there are
So.
5 generations of women who love the color lavender that I know of.
All right, let me turn this around. Don't
Another
mind
one that'll
my
be coming on later with Maxine.
my bed head / wind head because it's windy
Before you get
outside.
off there.
I will be on later between 5 and 6. I will set a thing when she knows for a fact what time she's coming because we still have to take a little bit of time to put the sewing machine up, get out all our stuff, blah, 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 blah. So I will make sure there's advance notice within a half an hour to half an hour type advance notice. It'll ding on the YouTube. So, and then this, if I work on this some more, I'll try to do it on camera, but most of it's just repeat, except for the 9 patches that are right here and a couple other things. I'm pretty much going to repeat these same echoing things and blah, 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 and make it fun. You guys will see it when I'm done, but I just wanted to come on here. We're making sure the internet's good on more better quilting. More better. That's weird. Okay. Yeah. We're just making sure.
We'll do a big internet check this afternoon.
We're making sure that this looks cool. And you know what I just realized that this looks like? I'm going to turn the camera around. Tell me if you guys see what I see. This little thing right here, when they come out like this, it looks like a uterus and ovaries.
Oh gosh, honey, only you would think so.
It does look like a uterus and ovaries. I'm filling the quilt with little uteruses and ovaries.
Darlene says internet is great too. Billy says the video quality is amazing.
Okay, yeah.
Mary says fallopian tubes. Good lord, y'all.
Yeah, yeah, sorry. I'm weird.
Heather asks, is Maxine going to learn to quilt too? And yes, she is.
Yes,
she's going to do it all.
She's been working on her own quilt for me, and I'm working on one for her. We're doing it, and all the same fabrics, just totally different designs, layouts, whatever. We're both doing the same but different.
They're all giving you laughy faces and
I know I'm
ha-haing
weird.
you.
I see weird stuff when I'm doing this. I just realized that echoed that way differently than that side. Interesting. Anyway, I'm going to get off here. Thank you guys for hanging out while I long arm quilt my client's quilt and make it beautifuler. It's already beautiful. These fabrics are absolutely, absolutely gorgeous. I love purple. So thanks for hanging out. And if I do more on it, I will come out and show you guys. So right now I'm taking a food break. I'm starving. So, yeah.
Billy says, I didn't see it. Now I can't unsee it. Yep, I feel that.
Okay. Bye, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, like my videos, share them with your quilty friends, and comment if you're watching the replay. Bye. See y'all later.